Good morning, Kate.
Good morning. How is everyone?
I'm doing well. How are you doing?
I guess it's just you and me, huh, so far?
So far, so far.
I'm a
But
little bit of a hot mess because I can't find my glasses. That's why I couldn't see to say that's why I said everyone.
that's so strange that you said that because yesterday I was playing music in church and for some reason I took my glasses off and they were sitting on my chair and I was just standing in front of the microphone. It was like, I can't read this stuff. So that's where intuition comes, right? You just say, I'm going to let go. I don't need this visual stuff. I'll just let the music flow.
Yeah, well, when you don't have a choice, like, here we are.
Yeah, here we are.
Yeah,
Yeah.
as I was racing around to, like, get here because
Well, if I can spell you some time and I can just start yakking away and then you do what you need to do to find your glasses
oh,
and
no, I've been looking. I've been
or
looking for a minute, for 5, 6 minutes, searching everywhere. I have no
oh,
idea.
okay.
We're
I'll
good.
tell you what. You are you sure?
Yep, we're good.
Think of your glasses, Kate, and give me the first 3 numbers that come into your head.
794.
7, 9, and 4. You know what that adds up? That adds up to an 11. And it says here that you can lost. I can't even read this. Lost.
You can't read it either.
Yeah, see, I need my glasses. Lost where people relax. It could be a pool, right?
Well, see, I thought I had them by my on my nightstand last night.
It's in the northeast. Effort is needed to recover it and may prove embarrassing. I don't know what that means. Anyway,
Jeez. Okay, I'll take that into consideration.
numerology. Well, welcome to the Monday Morning Flow. I'm Shane Smith, astrologer, and I'm with Kate, your shamana mama. And this is where we do astrology with intention and integration. And I think I'm going to start off by just saying, how's everyone doing, especially with the eclipse? I know we mentioned last week that there would be a trigger point, and Mars was that trigger point that happened on Friday and Saturday, and then all heck broke loose as we saw. We'll talk about that, yeah, in a moment. But yeah, let's let's dive into what it would be more personal for people this week, and and I'm going to share my screen, and we're going to have a good time here, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. That's the name of the game. So, as we say, this is a quick guide through the week ahead using vibrational astrology. We explore key planetary vibrations and discover how to work with them in supportive and uplifting ways. I don't try to scare you with stuff here. I try to give you information that, can be helpful in your life. So we use this knowledge to strengthen our alignment with the natural rhythm and the wisdom of the cosmos. This was for the week of March 2nd through the 9th. And yes, we have an eclipse coming up, don't we? Another one. But this one is a lunar eclipse, and it's typically called the blood moon because of the fact that it filters its rays through the sun's atmosphere, and it's a full lunar eclipse. So we'll talk a little bit about that. Um, to prepare, we like to say that there are many planetary vibrations that are going on at any given time. We tune into those frequencies we like to tune into, just like a radio station. We do it by choice. So, which frequencies do you choose to frequent this week? And I hope I can bring out some of the ones that maybe would be helpful for you as they are in prominence. So, yes, here's the lunar eclipse that's happening tomorrow morning, 4:37 uh, Mountain Standard Time, and we'll see the moon in Virgo and the sun in Pisces. But before we talk a little bit more about that, The other planets, they're still running around doing their thing. I won't go through all of them, but as you can see, there's a vast majority of them in Pisces, and so we still have this capacity for compassion. I love that capacity for compassion. So for the week ahead, by the way, Mercury is still retrograde. For those who are wondering, yeah. So
Isn't it retrograde until like way March?
March 20th. So it urges us to review and reassess matters. Anything with the word re in it, you can say it's retrograde and it's review, it's reassess, it's re whatever. It just keep that in mind. Sometimes you can do things. It doesn't mean that you can't move forward. It doesn't mean you're always moving backwards. There have been some historical events that have happened in a very positive way when Mercury was retrograde. I think the signing of the Civil Rights Act, I think, was signed during a Mercury. Anyway, don't let
Mhm.
Mercury retrograde, get under the wheels of your car. Just keep driving, okay? um,
I was sitting here thinking of all the positive reads, like renew, rebirth.
Renew, yes, rebirth. Yeah, I love that. Yeah, let's do all that stuff.
Mhm.
And Jupiter has been retrograding for a while, and now it's going to be going direct next week. And so Jupiter, I like to call, for those of us who remember the 50s, 60s, and 70s, there was a candy called Good and Plenty. And that's what Jupiter is. It's good and plenty. And so when it stations, it's going to bear a lot of its good and plenty energy on folks. And that's going to happen on March 10th. But getting back to the eclipse. Um, the eclipse that we have coming up is a lunar eclipse. That's a full moon. So any of the lunar eclipses will be full moons, and that's where the Earth is between the sun and the moon, and so the shadow gets reflected onto the moon. And what the lunar eclipse really is about is endings and our response and consequence to those endings, things that have ended, perhaps. And since Virgo and Pisces are involved because the moon is in Virgo and the sun is in Pisces. Virgo is the sign of thinking, analytics, decisions, so thought, mind. And the sun in Pisces, Pisces is the compassionate sign. I should know. I've got like gazillion planets in Pisces. So I like to think when we have a Virgo Pisces interaction, and especially with a lunar eclipse happening here, is that we can take this opportunity to think about how we feel, or and feel about how we think.
Mhm.
Whoa, this is going to be, yeah, and
I like that.
it's really nice. Um, so let's see. The eclipse is like a snapshot. Let's put it that way. So it like takes a picture at the precise moment when the eclipse happens, and then you can take a look at what unfolds from that. And again, just briefly, when we talked about the solar eclipse from February 17th, we were talking about the fact that, this past Friday and Saturday, we'd have Mars transiting that that point in square to Uranus. And if you know anything about Mars and Uranus, Mars is action. It can be, warlike, aggressive, and Uranus is sudden and boom, it just was like ready to ignite. Um, so with the lunar eclipse, I don't know if we're going to have that kind of intensity, if you will. But use this time, I guess, to again, think about how we feel and feel about how we think. Um, we will be starting off the week with that nice black line, we see that it represents stillness, inner wisdom, and focus. So today, let's come. Yes, let's just
Breathe.
breathe deeply. So what this is we've got Neptune, Saturn, and Jupiter in harmonic 7, and that will mean we can develop and grow our spiritual awareness with that focus and quiet and that quiet strength. And I can feel it building already inside myself. So after we do this thing, I'm just gonna sit here and meditate. um, and actually, that vibration continues on. If you look at that black line, you see it kind of dominates for the entirety of the week,
Mhm.
and that's pretty cool. So let's just step into that wonderful energy. Also, beginning tomorrow, uh, that will be added to in harmonic 14, which is still a harmonic 7, by Pluto, Venus, and Mars. And when these three planets get together, we can follow and practice our deepest inner passions, especially with one another, because it's a 14 vibration, which means 2 times 7. And when we have two of anything, that means another entity is involved. So we get to I'm hanging on vibration 7 here because that's one of my favorite vibrations. Actually, we get to Saturday and Sunday with vibration 7, and we see that there's an uptick there on Saturday and Sunday. That brings in a Jupiter, Saturn, Venus vibration. And remember what we said about Jupiter? Jupiter, good and plenty. Venus is beauty, love, compassion. Saturn is discipline. So we can quietly accomplish much in our craft and or with love um, during this time. The other prominent vibrational line we see going through here is this red line, which is drive and motivation. So it's a concentrated energy. When we talk about vibration 1, then that's part of what we're talking about here. Vibration 1, this is happening all week. This is a Venus, Neptune, Saturn configuration. We know that Neptune and Saturn have been kind of dancing together for a while, and that continues. Venus is showing up to the dance, if you will, and it will continue to bring dreams into reality as it relates to creativity and our love for the entirety of the week. Then we get to Friday and Saturday, and we notice a vibration 5 rise there, especially on Friday, that blue line, and that is flowing in creative energy.
I've
So think,
got dancing scheduled Friday night.
oh, there you go. Wow.
Mm.
Yeah. You you can bring it all together then. So
Fun.
see yourself communicating or dancing in an original, unique, flowing, and organic way.
Mm.
You can think to the beat of your own different drum. You might find yourself kind of like breaking out into something very different when you do your dance class on Friday, because we've
Oh,
got
it's
the
not a dance class, it's the club, so
oh, it's a club. Oh, well, yeah. All right, watch out, folks. Yeah, fair
okay, the
warning. Here
dance
comes
floor, here
Kate.
we go.
Yeah, because we got Uranus involved, and when Uranus is involved, anything goes. So just
Mhm.
let it all hang out, as they used to say in the '70s.
Alright. Be forewarned.
Yeah, and then on Saturday and Sunday, we see the rise of that. What is that, fuchsia? I never got
Mhm.
that color right.
Yeah.
It's excellence and transformation. So where can you go above and beyond the ordinary? That's what you should be thinking about Saturday and Sunday. And here are the planets that are involved. This is a harmonic 13, by the way, and this will involve Uranus, Mars, and Saturn. So again, we've got Uranus, the planet that likes to change things, make things independent, unique. a little different. And then you've got Mars, which is activity, and then you've got Saturn, which is like, I'm going to do this in a methodical way. So go above the ordinary with hard work, which can spontaneously lead to a beautiful, loving, and creative outcome. Wow.
Mhm.
So here we go. Do we have enough to keep us busy for this week? I think.
Yeah. Oh, thank you so much. What I wanted to focus on for me, it was the black and the red line,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
bringing those 2 together, just based on everything that's going on in the world right now.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, I think that's a wonderful observation. The black line certainly needs not only for ourselves to come into balance with ourselves, but our to of course, everything has a ripple out effect, doesn't it? So
Mhm.
whatever starts with us ripples out to our neighbor
Absolutely.
and to our city and to our country and to the world and so on. So yeah,
Mhm. Yeah, it all starts with us.
it all starts with us. Yeah. Yeah. So
Oh,
there is your weekly cosmic dive. Hope that was helpful.
yeah, thank you so much. That's awesome. It's so fun to see, like, for me, like, again, to plan, like, what do I have going on, and what energy do I wanna bring to it and focus, so
Mhm. Mhm.
that
Yeah.
went
Yeah, and you can do it without your glasses.